Wow, that was good. What is going on? What's really crazy to me is just... Alright guys, we're back on my channel and we're back. Well, we're not back. This is the first reaction that I'm doing right now on one of the most requested, most famous rock bands of all time, Led Zeppelin. Yes guys, today we're gonna react to Led Zeppelin with their song Kashmir. Now, I heard about the name, the title Kashmir before, and I also heard some fragments of that song. Now, of course, you wonder, where did he hear that? I think it was, I don't know, 21, 22, 23 years ago. P. Diddy, back then Puff Daddy, he actually released the soundtrack for the Godzilla movie back then. And I remember exactly that guitar riff, because of course, who was included? Jimmy Page, the guitar player of Led Zeppelin. And that didn't, you know, that guitar riff was so amazing. So of course I looked it up and I found out back then that that guitar riff was from a Led Zeppelin song called Kashmir. Now, I've never heard the entire song. Let's dive right in. This goes out to you, my man Martin. You love that song and you wanted me to react to this song for a long time. Today's the day. Make sure to subscribe, hit that little bell button, check me out on Patreon. And now it's time for some old school rock. Led Zeppelin Kashmir. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Yep, there it is already, that riff. Yes. What's really crazy to me is just the fact how the quality of music increased over the last 30, 40, 50 years. I mean, that recording sounds great because it's just so raw, you know, it's just so pure, raw and original. At the same time, if you compare this recording, especially those instruments being recorded, to a similar song nowadays, you know, that's just day and night. But I gotta admit, in this case, with this song, it's better to have that raw version. That just really brings you and gives you that originality, you know, that feeling, those moments, that atmosphere, compared to if you would produce this song with the standards nowadays. I don't think it would have the same effect that it did back then, or it still has. You know, so again, it's good and bad, but it's just crazy to see the difference in recording from like 40, 50, 60 years and now. I never heard that part, by the way. There he is, Jimmy Page. His voice, first time I heard Whole Lotta Love, I was like, what is going on? His voice is just so good, you know, fits perfectly to that era. Baby, I've been blind. Oh, nice transition.
As the sun burns the ground, and my eyes fill with sand.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never heard the rest of the song. As I said earlier, this part I've never heard anywhere else before. I mean, this sounds really oriental right now, very experimental, and of course very atmospheric, as with many Led Zeppelin songs. Whole Lotta Love had the same thing, and also Stairway to Heaven. You know, Led Zeppelin included bridges that were so long that you just felt like you were on a trip. You know, really just They always included those extended bridges, especially at that time. We all know that at that time many people took some things to alter their state of mind, let's put it that way. And being under the influence of something like that back then, and then listening to the song like this and having that bridge, that moment where everything is just floating around, you just drift away. I think that back then a lot of people had trips listening to this song.
As I scale this wasted line, trying to find where I be.
Oh, that was good.
Trace, like thoughts inside a dream. Here's the path that led me to that place. Yellow.
At the same time, that song, it gives you the constant feeling of being in an elevator and just like rising. It feels like the song is a constant build up. Something's about to happen. And I think it's pretty cool.
Desert scream. My Shangri-La beneath the summer moon. I will return again. And the dust that floats high into when we're moving through Kashmir.
Man, the way they looked back then, just too cool for everything. Who's standing like this next to an airplane nowadays? You know, just the meaning of being a real rock star. Unbelievable.
With no provision, but an open face, blowing the straits of fear. Whoa, whoa.
That's by far the best part of the song, in my opinion. That was a great experience, man. That was really a great song, great experience. That's another thing that was really famous back then. Songs fading out. Alright guys, that was Led Zeppelin with Kashmir. Heard so much about this song. Now for the first time I heard the entire song, not only the one riff that we all are familiar with, but actually the whole song. And that part, that oriental part, that was so good. Now I understand why you, Martin, said that you will actually listen to this song with a glass of whiskey. Yes, this song was more like a state of being. You just felt that song. It was like feeling a moment. It's not a typical song, you know. This song really takes you on the ride, man. It really creates a different scenario for you. It creates like a different reality for you. You're just somewhere else. You feel like you're in a different world. Great and amazing song, great vibe, great atmosphere. And the more I listen to Led Zeppelin, the more I understand why they had that success. Because in my opinion, especially Whole Lotta Love, this one, and of course Stairway to Heaven, these three songs are way more than just songs. They might be musical drugs. They really can change your state of mind, your state of being, and just take you on the crazy trip. A really good song to just chill, lay back, and relax to. Thanks, Martin, for this song. Let me know what songs I should react to next by Led Zeppelin. I know there are tons. And right now I'm seeing on my display there's a thumbnail of Led Zeppelin performing Kashmir. It had to be a few years ago. I mean, they all have gray hair. Awesome, man. It's great to see them still being active. Take care, guys. Subscribe. See you next time. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.